The first night at Volusia Speedway Park for the World of Outlaws absolutely delivered. What a fantastic A-main feature. It was absolutely stellar. Before we get into this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at John Trent Racing. I really wasn't sure how the main event would go because I felt like the heat races were a little tame. It was pretty much you get out in the front and you go away, and there wasn't really much passing, and that was just how it was going to be. You got out in the front, you're going to go. But lap traffic played a huge part in this race. Both Bobby Pierce and Ricky Thornton Jr., I think, fell victim to the lap traffic. They got stuck behind lap cars, and Devin Moran took advantage of that, and so did Brandon Shepard. They took advantage of Pierce and Ricky Thornton Jr. getting stuck behind lap traffic, and they capitalized on it. Devin Moran came home with the win. Shepard took home a second-place finish, and Ricky Thornton Jr. came in third to round out your podium. But it looked like it was going to be the Bobby Pierce and Ricky Thornton Jr. show, especially about 13 laps in. We had a yellow flag came out at the restart, and it looked like Ricky Thornton Jr. might be saying, like, he was going to put a statement out like, I'm here, I'm the best. You might have had some good runs out there at the Wild West Shootout, Bobby Pierce, but I'm here now, and let's go. But Devin Moran spoiled that. Well, let's take a look at this here. This is on the restart. You see Bobby Pierce in the red number 32 car there at the front of your screen. Ricky Thornton Jr. in the blue number 20 RT. And then Devin Moran in that white car in third. Well, let's take a look at this here because it looked like this was what it was going to be. And then they got into lap traffic, and Devin Moran said, "Hi, I'm still here." But this is Ricky Thornton Jr. really putting it to Bobby Pierce, showing that that he could run that middle line. It wasn't just the bottom. So there you go. He drifts up, gets to the little bit of the middle of the high groove there, and just kind of powers by Bobby Pierce here, running that outside almost, and just drives right past him coming down the front stretch here, and would not look back. Pierce would, I think, fade to fourth and finish in fourth. But it looked like that was what it was going to be. It was going to be a race between Ricky Thornton Jr. and Bobby Pierce almost halfway through the race. However, they got into some lap traffic, and Devin Moran started making moves. You can see just how great this racing was. You can see Thornton Jr. and Bobby Pierce were still running 1-2 with 22 laps in. Still 13 laps to go. Moran's there in third with Shepard right there in fourth. Really caught up. He was a huge, big mover. Came from deep in the field to finish in second. But you can see here, this is how Moran gets around Bobby Pierce before he sets his sights on Ricky Thornton Jr. So you can see Brandon Shepard making some moves there. Bobby Pierce drifts up, and Devin Moran takes advantage of it and gets right past him. And he would not look back at Bobby Pierce and would move forward to Ricky Thornton Jr. And this is how he worked on Ricky Thornton Jr. This is about 10 laps to go. You can see Cody Overton is in the blue number 97. Ricky Thornton Jr. had a really tough time getting around Cody Overton, really held him up, allowed Moran to close on him, as well as Shepard to close in too. But this is how Moran got around Ricky Thornton Jr. right here with 10 laps to go. Gives him a little tap in the trunks, has to check up a little bit, gets on the bottom, and Ricky Thornton Jr. maybe has a little bit of a hiccup there on the top side, and then Moran just kind of takes it to him right here on the bottom and does not look back. And then Brandon Shepard would follow him through. There was a chance, I thought, with Shepard maybe making a run at Moran, but he ran into some problems with some lap traffic too. Kyle Bronson almost kind of played spoiler here. You can see Bronson is in this orange number 40 car on the left of your screen. You see Devin Moran is there in right behind him, and then Shepard there in second on the right of your screen. Let's look at what Shepard had tried to do here around Bronson, how Bronson kind of played spoiler. This is about 4 laps to go, and this was probably the best opportunity Shepard had to make a move on Moran. So he gets a really good run coming off of turn 4. Bronson goes really high. Moran's able to work underneath him. And then Bronson comes down the track and kind of blocks Shepard there. Shepard unable to get around him, and then he drifts up here in turn 3 and 4. Shepard makes contact with him, really holds him up there, and he wouldn't be able to recover to make a move on Moran after that move. Bronson really playing spoiler there. But as you can see, there was some absolutely fantastic racing happening here in this first race. Very excited to see what will happen the rest of the weekend. This racing was excellent. I was actually kind of shocked about how good it was. It looked early on that it was just going to kind of be that one lane, bottom lane was going to be where you had to be, and you're just going to kind of choo-choo train around the track. But the lap traffic really played havoc on all of these drivers, forced them to kind of move around, find different places to run, and really navigate around them. And it made for some absolutely excellent racing. I mean, this was great for the first race of the World Outlaw season. You can't ask for any better than this. It was absolutely fantastic. And I really can't wait to see what happens tomorrow when there is even more money on the line. But let me know what you guys thought about what happened in race 1 at the Volusia Speedway Park for the 2024 World of Outlaws dirt late model season.